Well, here we are in part 3 of the Daryl Dixon Honda Nighthawk build Walking Dead bike. This week I got the tank stripped, which I'm going to post some footage of that. The stuff that I used I'll show in the video. I forget the name right now, but it worked amazingly. I've just got some high grit sandpaper I got to pick up tomorrow and then just get this tank ready to do the rusting to it. This week we got some of the painting done. Was experimenting on the gold, you can see, with the black on making it look a little older. That's a flat light green. It's not where I want it, no doubt, but I've got blues to put on it and I'll be doing that. Got the Kickstarter installed, and the grill, it's not installed. That's really just to hide the Kickstarter, I think, when they built the bike. I mean the fake Kickstarter. And built a cardboard seat pan, which I'm going to go see my seat guy in the next couple days and just make sure he's cool with what I'm doing and how he wants it to work with the seat he's building. And painted the rear tire today, and then I finished the back of the bike. If I can hold this here, it's kind of hard to get them all in the shop, but basically the crossbow mount, got this all done. Got to change the bolts. They use a rounder head Allen. And then I've got the fender, which I wasn't going to use, but I'm kind of happy with it. I'm going to just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to rust it out, and I got to tilt this forward a little bit because I leveled it when I installed it, and it just really doesn't look right. It needs to go with the angle of this. And then this is the seat pan that I built. And this is kind of the one thing that I really want a custom seat made on this bike. Most guys that do these bikes, they just throw a regular seat on, and you just can't with this bend here. You can just see how the seat pan, the width changes. So it's just really to do it correct, and that's why they sent out for a custom seat with that guy, because it's not complicated by no means. It's just, you know, by the time you put the hoop in, you're going to have to get it. You can't just get something standard. So I'm going to go see, like I said, my guy that's doing the seat, see if he's okay with what I'm doing, and then I'll convert this into like 1/8 inch or whatever he wants it for the seat pan. And then I'm going to put the mounts here, put mounts here, and I'll have bolts welded in, so I can just come up with some Allen heads or something like that to mount it. I just want the seat really nice and firm. But I think it's going to look good, because in the real bike, it follows this edge perfectly, which I got to make a lot better. This is just a preliminary one, but it doesn't hang over. You can see the top part of the bar doesn't cover it, just like a normal cafe seat would do. So it's definitely got to be specialty. But this tank just stripped so nice. I didn't even have no effort to it. The stuff I used was just flawless, man. And like I said, at the end of this video, I'm just going to tag, because it looked like the tank was alive the way the stuff was coming off. I was really impressed with it. Got this side painted. And like I said, I'm going to start distressing it, get it airbrushing here. I think is the best way to do it. I was trying to use spray cans, but it's just too hard. The spray, you can't control how much paint comes out, and it just oversprays on everything, where I'll just have more control with a little mini airbrush gun. But that's about it. I'm going to hopefully hear from Classified Moto on the R6 front end in this next week coming up. And then once that gets on here, it should kind of go quick. I'm in the process of trying to find a stage 3 jet kit. And I think I found the one I need. That's halfway reasonable priced. And then also, I got the filters in from Classified Moto. They're on the ones they used on the original bike, man. They were pricey. They were like $450, but I think it's just a part of the bike that certain parts have to look right. The seat, obviously the tank, you know, the air filters, the R6 front end, and then this is going to be the up-and-coming project this week, is to cut this baffle, re-baffle it a little bit in here, then obviously get a ring around here, and then use some of that metal mesh like I got right there on the cover, and then it should be about it. But overall, I really think the bike's coming out good, except for the parts just look too new on it, and I'm just going to have to really weather a lot of stuff. But, you know, I can handle that when I get done with the bike. I'm going to get the whole thing built, get it running, and then we'll weather the whole thing out. That's about it for part 3, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Like I said, here's the video that's of the tank being stripped. Just showing how good this stuff worked. Can't recommend this quick strip more than any stripper I've ever used. It's amazing. This stuff is actually, once it gets going, it's on a second coat, you'll start seeing it just lift. I haven't even touched this tank, and this whole thing just came off. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'd say this tank stripper works.